Well, Roddy, I have not seen you since Dallas about 5 years ago when you did Charlie's Aunt.
Right.
And that was such a fun evening of theater.
That's nice. I'm glad you feel that way about it, because it was a great joy to play that part before I curled at the edges and couldn't play it anymore. And, I really had wanted to play it a lot, and there's a certain age at which I think one cannot play it anymore, and I just made it in under the line, I think.
Well, forever young Roddy McDowell, you know.
Well, there's a certain point where you can't hop around that way anymore.
Roddy, in this movie, Evil Under the Sun, Agatha Christie mystery, you are playing a gossip columnist. And you do it, I must say, with great flair, and you make it really fun. But I wonder, did you pattern it after any gossip columnist you might know?
No, I patterned it after, the film takes place in the 30s, and I patterned the character after a whole group of creatures of that period who were considered, well, weren't considered, were extremely volatile and successful, and other people imitated in their lives if they wished to be chic. People like Tallulah Bankhead and Noel Coward, and but people of no talent would suddenly think that by imitating them that they would be then successful. That was really the basis of my approach to the role. It wasn't, I didn't base it on any columnist I'd ever met or ever knew about, and I don't think there was anybody ever that bizarre as the character depicted in Evil Under the Sun. That's one of the great enjoyments about working in material like Agatha Christie. The creatures they're excessive in a sense, and they're fun to play.
It must have been also fun because you filmed this at Mallorca. And was it like a big vacation for everybody, or did you have some troubles that aren't apparent on the screen?
Oh, well, yes, it's wonderful when the end product looks to be effortless, because it should, because that's then that's the task at hand. But making a film is always very difficult. I mean, just the weather conditions alone, if the choppy seas, bad weather, changing locations. The wonderful thing is that the group of actors involved are all so highly professional and stunning performers and lovely people. So there wasn't any static or difficulty in that way, and the management, one of the most elegant for whom one could work. So it was a very happy experience to do with in that sense. But films are always very difficult to make. They're not easy to do. I don't know of a movie that is actually easy to make. It's hard work.
I wonder also, we're coming close now to the Academy Awards, and the nominations have been announced. And what do you think? Are you making any bets about what'll be Best Picture and who will be Best?
No, I haven't seen all the films, and I don't really go. I don't think there is really a best. I mean, it's a great game and great fun, but I don't really think about it in those terms. I haven't seen all the movies. For instance, I want to very much see Red, so I haven't seen that yet.
Have you seen On Golden Pond?
Oh, it's lovely. And what are the other films nominated?
Red's Golden Pond, Chariots of Fire.
A beautiful film. Yes, beautiful movie. I forget what else is nominated. I just heard about it yesterday, so it hasn't really all sunk in. But I haven't seen all the movies, and I do think that before one votes, they should see all the product.
Are you a voting member of the Academy?
Yes, I am, but if I haven't seen it all, I don't think one should vote. I don't think it's fair.
Well, I imagine you are sort of a minority in that, because I think lots of people vote on films they have not seen, and I guess that's all right if that's what they want to do.
Yeah.
Another question. Do you feel that in your career, Roddy, you have been treated fairly by gossip columnists or not?
I don't read a lot of it, so I wouldn't know. I mean, it's better not to read gossip, I think. Gossip an interview is an interview, gossip is gossip, and gossip becomes disturbing. I mean, pro
You mean
or
you don't
pro-
read any of those
pro or
columns
con.
like Liz Smith or
No,
you don't read them?
no.
How can you discipline yourself not to? Because I think most people read them and say, "Oh, I don't believe them," but they sure read them.
No, I don't.
That's incredible.
I
Did you
think it
never?
saves a lot. I think it saves a lot of disturbance. I mean, one is bound to be disturbed if you read something that you find to be not so. It's got to disturb you.
Of course, a lot of interviews sometimes can be written, you know.
Yes, that's disturbing if something out of context that one hasn't meant to be the way. It's why your task is so difficult, because you have to remember so much. You know, if you're writing something down, and it can come out entirely different than it is meant. It's a very, very difficult profession.
But you see, on television, you're really a lot safer.
Yes.
Because whatever you say is what's going on.
Yes. Right.
So you can only do yourself in. I can't do you in.
That's right.
So what is next now for Roddy McDowell?
I've just finished a television film a few days ago, and I don't know what I'm going to be.
What is it?
Mae West, it's called, with a girl, with a very, very talented girl called Anne Gillian, who is marvelous.
And you're playing in that?
I'm playing a man from the period around 1910 who influences Mae West in the teleplay about style and content. So it's an interesting project.
Did you ever know Mae West?
Yes, happily.
What was she like?
Wonderful. A dear, adorable, funny, very enjoyable lady.
Outrageous?
No.
Not outrageous?
Not at all. She was very clever about her art form and not outrageous for 1 second. No.
We'll look forward to that as well. Roddy, very nice to see you again. Don't stay away so long. You're due back in Dallas.
Okay, thank you.
So let's get a good project going for you.
Thank you very much.
Something that where you won't have to run too much.
Oh, okay, very good.
Nice to see you, Roddy.
You too.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right.
Very good.
Okay. I'll do it again. So, okay. Nobody else laughs. All right, question. This gossip columnist you play in Evil Under the Sun, is it anybody we might know? Who did you have in mind for this gossip columnist you portray? Do you feel that you have been treated unfairly by gossip columnists? What do you think about gossip columnists? Okay. All right. What about the Academy Awards now? They're coming up. Have you made any choices yet? Have you seen On Golden Pond? Okay. All right. I guess that about covers it.